there is not just sustainable and non-sustainable investment. It only means that we systematically look at environmental, social, and governance information, data points that help us making better informed investment decisions.
Do you find that it's driven by perhaps younger investors who are thinking longer term?
Absolutely, we see a big generational change. The younger generation wants to know, besides, of course, profitable investments, what these investments do for the planet, for society. But it's not the only thing. You can also look at the topic from a pure risk perspective. Also, an investor which has not particular an interest in sustainability may say, I want to accommodate risk management in my portfolio to be prepared for the changes we observed in the environment, like climate change, for instance.
And are you finding that these things are client-led? Are more clients asking for sustainability in their investments, or is it something that you're seeing in the market and therefore picking it up more these days?
We see the whole range, particularly on the private client side. Of course, we see more and more interest from people which have convictions, they have their own mission, they want to do something for a topic like the oceans, for education, for gender diversity. That happens. Then there is regulatory pressure, which forces maybe more institutional investors like pension funds to embrace such topics. But we also see the financial industry itself seeing that these factors actually play a role. So it is our fiduciary duty to respect these factors and integrate them in an investment approach.
To what extent has Russia's war in Ukraine, for example, interrupted the decarbonization agenda, and has it affected it?
I would say it has affected it in a way that we had to think about where is our energy actually coming from. It sounds good, decarbonization, and we all know we have to do it, we want to do it, but what is a safe way to get there? It's not just the objective where we want to get, it's also the way how to get there. And this was maybe a tough but healing exercise to find out what is the transition pathway, what are the reliable energy sources we want to use in the next 10 or 20 years to finally come to a net zero society.
Do you think that ESG investing is here to stay, or is there a certain backlash against what they would call woke capitalism, for example, in the US? Would that threaten this type of investment?
Of course, there's a lot of noise, particularly also political headwinds, which can have various motivations. But if we look at the bigger topics that will keep us busy for the next 10, 20 years or so, the bigger topics like biodiversity loss, climate change, social changes, these are not going to go away. So I'm quite convinced they will stay with us. What might change is we may not call them sustainable or ESG anymore. We will just call them good investing, making use of all the information we can get for the interest of our clients.